Hello, fellow staff members. Um, I have some maybe tricks and tips. If you'd like to use them, you do not have to, for how I'm going to be running my courses remotely. Take anything and everything. I'm just going to do a brief overview of the tools that I'm using and how I'm going to be teaching. And then if you want me to go in depth on anything in particular, I can make you another video or I can link you videos. But really, you can find most of this stuff on YouTube too. So for starters, I'm using my plan for communicating with my students and having ongoing discussions will be Google Classroom, which many of you are already familiar with, for actually housing my documents and my forms and the location of my YouTube videos. I'm a huge fan of just Google Sites over Google Classroom, which is because it kind of seems to compact everything down and make it a little more streamlined when you're looking at a lesson. So to create a Google site, you can just go to the apps here and create your own site by hitting the plus button in the bottom of your screen. I'm not going to go into great detail, but you can. I like this site a lot, or this as an opportunity for sharing with students, because it allows me to create multiple pages. I can change the order of my pages for my class. I have my contact information, and then I can just put a line for each individual day of the week, and then I can link any YouTube videos, notes, or assignments all on one line. And then the discussions and stuff are going to be happening in Google Classroom. How am I recording and how am I teaching my lessons? Well, you'll see me looking up. I have a second monitor that I'm using, and this monitor, when I'm recording, is dedicated to. There's nothing else on this monitor except for the stuff that I want to show my kids, basically. So I have a second monitor attached to my computer that I can put the smart notebook file that we're using or whatever we want up there so they can see it. How am I actually drawing on my computer? A lot of people are doing iPads and other like document cameras, and that can work great as well. But I think maybe a couple of these tools you might be able to use. I'm using Smart Notebook for my lessons, and I picked up this Monoprice tablet. You can see right there, Monoprice tablet, and it's like $40 on Amazon. And it comes with a little pin. It's not necessarily pressure sensitive, but you click the button, put a battery in there, and then it allows you to choose the ink that you want. So I can sit here and visually connect with my students, but also write to them and change inks and do what I need to. Oh yeah, might as well just doctor it up here. So write what you want on the second monitor. You have this connected. This is just plug and play. I mean, your Mac should automatically detect what you're using, and it's going to treat it like a keyboard. As long as this is depressed, it's going to see that as basically like a mouse. And when you tap, that acts as a click, and you can draw and change colors and drag in images. So Smart Notebook is what I'm using to create my lessons. So what am I using to record? Well, you have a lot of options for recording. The first and most simple is just Smart Notebook. Now, if you'll see up here, if you go to the settings option, there are all these different apps in Smart Notebook that allow you to record, including the Smart Recorder. And so the Smart Recorder will actually record your screen for you, and it saves it as a very high quality video that you can later drag and drop onto YouTube. All right, and then what else do we got here? That's not what I'm using to record because I want the students to be able to visually see me. And so I had to do a little digging, and I usually use Smart Notebook, but I figured we had 2 weeks to try and make it a little bit better. I am using Open Broadcaster Software, or OBS, and it's currently on my other monitor So I'll drag it up so you can see it, and we're going to like go into the nether realms here. But this is what Open Broadcaster software looks like, and we see this like vanishing window effect because I'm recording the window. I've put the recording software on the window that it's recording, which normally wouldn't be, but I can drag that off so students can't see that. But how Open Broadcaster software works is you can set up different sources. So one of my source is the audio input here that that is capturing my microphone. So you would just put plus and then choose your computer microphone. It goes into here. The video capture device is the webcam that's built into the MacBook. And the display capture is another option. Now when you hit this button, there are all these different options that you can have and drag and kind of customize on your screen where you want it to go. This software is completely free. Both softwares that I mentioned for recording do not have a time limit. The only time limit is the amount of data your computer, we're limited by hardware here, right? So you can record as long as you want. You can make the videos as detailed as you want, as high quality as you want. And you can customize where things go. You can put your image wherever you want. This is one of the sources. I can even, choose like iTunes or something if you want background music playing behind what you're doing. So Open Broadcaster software is what a lot of like gamers use to record or stream on Twitch, services like Twitch. I figured it'd be a good one for me to be able to teach my lessons. So you have your options for recording. Equipment that you might need if you want to replicate what I'm doing is this tablet that's $40. It's a great deal. I use it all the time. I use it for all sorts of stuff, drawing and stuff in Photoshop as well. Smart Notebook is software that can be installed. We have a license for it here in the district. And then you can use that for video recording as well. I'd be happy to go into more depth on some of these tools if you guys are interested. But there are plenty of YouTube tutorials. So the second monitor is also key, and I just have it hooked into the little HDMI plug. So I hope this was helpful for you, and let me know if you have any additional questions. I'd be happy to share any other information that you have. We can do this, North Pole. We're going to make remote education a success. Let's do this thing. Viva North Pole. See you later.